July 2025 Social Security payments. Why checks may be smaller and payment dates explained. When will my July 2025 Social Security payment arrive? Understanding potential reductions ***. For the over 71 million Americans who rely on Social Security payments, rest assured that these funds will be disbursed as scheduled. However, it's crucial to note that starting later in July, these payments may be noticeably smaller. What you need to know about this month's Social Security benefits. Why might my Social Security check be smaller? Insights on repayments ***. If you have received an overpayment from the Social Security Administration, SSA, and have not initiated the repayment process, you may notice a reduction in your monthly benefits beginning this month. The SSA plans to withhold 50% of the monthly benefits from individuals who have outstanding overpayments, starting in late July 2025. This initiative represents a significant step in the agency's ongoing efforts to recover billions of dollars in erroneous overpayments. While the SSA has not officially disclosed the number of beneficiaries impacted, documents obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request reveal that the agency attempted to reclaim overpayments from approximately 2 million individuals in the fiscal year that concluded in September 2023, as reported by KFF and Cox Media Group. If you have received more funds than you were entitled to through Social Security or Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and have not set up a repayment plan, your benefits could be halved starting in July. This policy applies even if the overpayment was not your fault. According to the SSA's new guidelines, they will begin sending out overpayment notices on April 25, 2025, and will start withholding 50% of the recipient's benefits approximately 90 days later, around July 24, at the earliest, until the overpayment is fully repaid. Withholding start date * around July 24, 2025, depending on when you received your overpayment notice. Repayment methods * you can repay via online bill pay, credit card, or check. Waiver requests * you may request the SSA to waive the repayment if the overpayment was not your fault. You are unable to afford repayment. Repayment would be unjust. For more information on waivers and repayments, visit the SSA website. When can I expect my July 2025 Social Security direct deposit? Payment schedule for disability benefits ***. The Social Security Administration has published its annual distribution schedules for 2025 and 2026 online, allowing you to plan your budget accordingly. Regular Social Security retirement benefits will be distributed according to the SSA's established schedule, with the first payment in July arriving earlier than in May and June. Wednesday, July 9 * for individuals with birth dates between the 1st and 10th of the month. Wednesday, July 16 * for those with birth dates between the 11th and 20th. Wednesday, July 23 * for recipients born between the 21st and 31st. SSI payment schedule for 2025. Individuals receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, should have received their July 2025 payment on July 1. The SSA advises that if you do not receive your payment on the expected date, you should wait 3 additional mailing days before reaching out to the agency. Most payments are delivered on time, as 99% of beneficiaries receive their funds electronically. Since August 1 falls on a weekday, only one payment will be issued in July, unlike February and May when 2 checks were distributed. For months when the first day falls on a federal holiday or weekend, SSI benefits are issued early. Recipients will also receive 2 checks in August, none in September, October, none in November, and December, none in January 2026. The remaining SSI check distribution dates for 2025, according to the SSA calendar, are as follows. Tuesday, July 1, 2025 * check for July 2025. Friday, August 1, 2025 * check for August 2025. Friday, August 30, 2025 * check for September 2025. Wednesday, October 1, 2025 check for October 2025. Friday, October 31, 2025 * check for November 2025. Monday, December 1st, 2025 * check for December 2025. Wednesday, December 31st, 2025 * check for January 2026. What exactly is SSI? Supplemental Security Income, SSI, provides monthly financial assistance to individuals with limited income or resources who are aged 65 or older, blind, or have a qualifying disability. Children with qualifying disabilities are also eligible for SSI, as outlined on the SSA's website. Generally, adults who qualify for SSI have monthly earnings that do not exceed $2,019. If you believe you may qualify for SSI, you can start the application process online, visit your local Social Security office, or call 1-800-772-1213, TTY 1-800-325-0778, from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time, Monday through Friday. What is the full retirement age for Social Security in 2025? The full or normal retirement age has been gradually increasing in recent years, with an additional 2 months added for each successive birth year. For instance, if you were born in 1958, your full retirement age is 66 years and 8 months, while those born in 1959 will reach it at 66 years and 10 months. According to the SSA, individuals born between May 2, 1958, and February 28, 1959, will reach their full retirement age in 2025. For those born in 1960 and later, the full retirement age will rise to 67. Can individuals below retirement age access their benefits now? Yes, but there are implications for claiming benefits early. Workers can opt to receive benefits as early as age 62, albeit at a reduced rate. Conversely, those who postpone claiming benefits until age 70 will enjoy a higher monthly payout. Additional changes to Social Security in 2025 include a smaller cost of living adjustment of 2.5%, down from 3.4%, an increase in the maximum taxable earnings limit from $168,000 to $176,100, and expanded appointment-based services at Social Security offices nationwide. What is the maximum Social Security benefit in 2025? In 2024, the highest Social Security benefit for individuals retiring at full retirement age was $3,822 per month. Due to inflation adjustments in how Social Security is calculated and how past earnings are adjusted for inflation, this maximum benefit will increase to $4,018 per month, amounting to over $48,000 annually in 2025. Finding a Social Security office near you. This report was contributed by Victoria E. Frail of USA Today. Social Security changes, what retirees need to know for July 2025. The landscape of Social Security in the United States is undergoing significant changes that will affect the monthly payments received by retirees starting this July. Recently, the Social Security Administration, SSA, raised a red flag by announcing a staggering $67 billion deficit, a situation that poses a serious threat to the stability of the retirement system in the country. This alarming deficit has prompted the SSA to take immediate corrective actions that will directly impact retirees, who are among the most vulnerable groups in society. Any adjustments to the financial resources that support their daily lives will inevitably require substantial sacrifices. Why is Social Security facing a crisis? From 2015 to 2022, the SSA mistakenly distributed approximately $72 billion due to lapses in updating beneficiary information. These overpayments have created an unsustainable burden on the system. Although these mistakes were not the fault of the beneficiaries, many are now being asked to repay significant amounts, often without any prior knowledge that they had received excess funds. What actions is the SSA implementing for retirees? Historically, beneficiaries who received incorrect payments had a 90-day period to return the funds, with the government only reclaiming 10% of the monthly check to minimize financial strain. However, under proposals from the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, an agency associated with entrepreneur Elon Musk, a drastic change was suggested, to recover 100% of the monthly payment until the debt was fully repaid. This proposal faced severe backlash due to its potential harsh impact on retirees. In response to the criticism, a compromise was reached. The new policy will allow the recovery of 50% of the monthly check for those beneficiaries who do not respond to notifications. This revised policy is set to take effect at the end of July. Who will be impacted by this Social Security decision? The individuals who will feel the most significant effects are retirees and those living on fixed incomes who depend on their monthly Social Security payments for survival. With a potential 50% reduction in their checks, many may struggle to meet their basic needs, including food, medication, and housing. While this measure aims to address the deficit, it is projected to save only $7 billion over the next decade, which is less than 0.2% of the total deficit. Thus, it is viewed not as a long-term solution but rather as a temporary fix to a deeper structural crisis. What options do beneficiaries have? Despite the new limitations, experts advise beneficiaries to stay informed and make strategic choices to optimize their benefits. Delaying the application for retirement beyond the full retirement age could potentially increase annual income by as much as $23,760. Utilizing the SSA's online tools to simulate various payment scenarios can provide valuable insights. Seeking advice from specialized consultants can help avoid mistakes and uncover lesser-known rights. Where is Social Security headed? Federal projections indicate that without significant structural reforms, the Social Security Fund could be depleted by 2033, leaving millions of retirees without essential financial support. The pressure on beneficiaries to repay funds that were incorrectly disbursed, despite no wrongdoing on their part, raises ethical concerns about the functioning of the system in the United States and highlights how the burden often falls on the most vulnerable members of society. What do you think about these changes? Are they fair to those who rely on Social Security? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Social Security withholdings start July 24th. What you need to know. The day of reckoning is almost here for millions of American workers. The United States Social Security Administration, SSA, is set to begin wage withholding for the recovery of overpayments, a move that's sure to cause financial stress for many. But here's where it gets even more complicated. The agency is about to start deducting funds directly from Social Security checks, and it's estimated that a whopping $23 billion is on the line. The date of reckoning is July 24, 2025, and it's essential that affected individuals understand what's at stake. According to recent estimates, around 2 million Americans have been affected by overpayments since September 2023, and these errors were caused by a variety of administrative mishaps. Changes in income, housing situations, or incorrectly reported information that wasn't updated in the system on time all contributed to these problems. The SSA has identified these issues and, after a temporary pause in collections in 2023, has resumed the process. But this decision hasn't been without controversy. In 2023, overpayment withholdings were suspended after a strong public backlash and media criticism, which exposed the difficulties faced by older and disabled beneficiaries. These individuals were suddenly forced to return large sums, some of which reached tens of thousands of dollars. However, this pause was only temporary, and now the agency has decided to reinstate the withholdings in phases. The first phase is scheduled for July 24, and it will mainly affect those who haven't replied to previous notifications or set up a payment plan. But here's the thing, there are steps you can take to avoid SSA withholdings. If you've received notifications about overpayments, it's crucial that you take action before the withholding date. This way, you can avoid sudden cuts to your benefits. If you believe the overpayment was a mistake and repayment would cause excessive hardship, you can request a waiver. Alternatively, you can set up a payment plan that allows you to repay the debt over time without losing the full benefit. And if you're unsure about the amount or reason for the overpayment, you can contact SSA directly to dispute it. The SSA has emphasized that they're working to improve their processes, making the management of overpayments more understandable and accessible. But in the meantime, it's essential that beneficiaries stay alert and communicate with SSA to find a manageable solution and avoid unexpected financial disruptions. So, what do you think? Do you agree with the SSA's decision to reinstate withholdings, or do you think it's unfair to those affected? Share your thoughts in the comments below.